Summoners, and welcome to another League of Legends Summit Premier League stream brought to you by myself, Gargoomba, and my lovely guest host, Brissy. How you doing, Brissy?
Hello. It feels good to be back. It's been a while since I've been on a microphone talking to the likes of all those lovely summiters out there who always tune in to these wonderful games that happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's still propaganda going about that Brissy should have been drafted. I'm not really surprised about that.
You know, you
John
know,
John should have been drafted. Deloitte should have been drafted. There's a lot of people out
plenty,
there that probably should have been drafted, but
plenty of copy
Brissy's kind of
pastas
a
going around about
yeah.
that.
Bristy's kind of on the forefront of all of that. But today we're going to be casting the game between Marnie's Fan Club and Chill Guys. Now, Bristy, do you remember who either team's players consist of?
Yes, so I did refresh my own memory before this. On the side of Marmy's fan club, we have Korai on his washed comeback tour through the summit, um, followed by let's see, I think we have ooh,
I do have the list if you
Aiko,
don't have it. Yep.
Cookies,
hmm
Pie, and I believe it's Professor Ellie. Uh, that is
Yep.
the members of Marmy's fan club, and Chill Guys, Loco Poco, Goblin, Seeker, Gix, and Cisco.
Yeah, a lot of old legends in there and some new
Ah,
ones too.
yes, a lot of returning names. While the draft was going on, it was really cool to see all these players end up on teams that hadn't been on a team in a couple seasons just due to not signing up or not being drafted.
But yeah, let's take a look at the draft that's going on right now. Marty's fan club is actually going for a very interesting strategy. To those who may not know, Gix is a pretty well-known low-budget jungler, but the problem that he runs into is that because he was super infamous back in either early Summit seasons or La Liga, uh, he's mostly known for like a fiddlesticks player. So what Marty's fan club seem to be appearing to do is just trying to restrict Gix's pool as much as possible with the triple jungle ban. Uh, which I think is pretty valuable. It makes it much more difficult for Gix to actually get a comfortable pick in, but you're leaving open a lot of options for people who may be a bigger threat, like Rob or Cisco.
Oh
So we'll
yes.
see where it goes from there. While Chill Guys appear to be taking a much more standard route of taking down one of their highest ranked players on Marnie's fan club, being Pyrosis, getting rid of his Irelia and Zoe, while also making sure that Asteria doesn't have a pretty simple pick in Misfortune.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Because I myself didn't watch any of the week one games, so I wasn't really sure the outcomes or how these teams had came together so early in the season. But we'll see what changes they've made after being able to play for a little bit together and um, how both of them come out and perform.
Right, I believe Marmy's fan club went 2-1 in their game. I think it was against Tubby's Pookies. So they just inched out ahead over them, while Chill Guys are still looking for their very first points to put themselves on the leaderboard.
Hmm. All right.
Now is oh, you can go first, Brissy.
Well, I know that just listening and talking to a lot of these players and how their solo queue experiences have been. Um, and I think this goes for everybody who's been playing League in this new season. It's been rough, been a little rough. Uh, Full reset on the ranks, so people getting back into the groove of things. Also, with like I said, some of these players who hadn't been drafted in a couple seasons or just hadn't signed up, it will show how much time they put into the game uh, and how they perform throughout the season.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice to see whether some old legends can beat down the new and improved Summit players.
I
But
mean,
as
with all the neutral objectives that have came out, it's been a common common thing to just be a constant fist fight from minute one. And I think those early skirmishes are really going to come into play to show, how many of these people have really good hands.
Some people have these old man hands, unfortunately. As we take a look at, we do have a question coming in from on airs about whether or not we have a higher or lower number of Karthus deaths. Me personally, I'm going to predict. What is Heiko Karthus? I'm gonna say under over 7 deaths for this game. PPP is
Yeah, I
putting in
think
his number for 17 deaths. That is way higher.
PPP slamming the over. Um, I think 7 is a good line, but I think I'll also hit the over. But I don't think it's going to be that high.
Yeah, that's fair. Asteria and Sunshine B going for the Vayne Lulu pickup is pretty interesting. I haven't really seen too much Vayne, but I feel like against the Corki who kind of wants to face fight everybody, it may be a little difficult to play that out, but who knows? Maybe Asteria's got the hands to cover it up. Well, we do
Mm-hmm.
have the Rel pickup over for Seeker. Uh, and following that up, we do have in Bessa top lane for Loco Poco. Although this could be a mid lane flex towards Cisco. I'm not sure if Cisco has played the game that much to where he knows how to play Mbessa well, but there's the possibility is there.
Yeah, I think if uh, Marmy's fan club can play really good peel for this vein, I think regardless, um, the Mbessa, the Rel, the Skarner, they're all going to have to do their absolute best to close that gap around a lot of this peel to get onto that vein because, I mean, that vein's going to shred the Skarner, shred the Rel, and you know, if they have the hands, they're going to be able to maneuver around any team fight to the best of their ability.
And we do have a Twisted Fate hover. Now,
Oh, nope.
that would have been a little exciting, but we opted towards Lissandra instead, which I think is pretty smart for the way that this Chill Guys team wants to play. They want to try to look for these long range lockdowns through the Lissandra, Rel, and the Mbessa, and hopefully try to make sure that they can blow up either the Karthus or the Vayne as fast as possible with all this mobility. Now, with that being said, we do have the coveted Mbessa versus Jace match top lane. In case you guys aren't aware, there was a huge tweet from Blippo currently about pro play top lane where it's like rock, paper, scissors between Cassante, Mbessa, and Jace. With that being said, though, Tank Jace has been nerfed, so I'm not sure how well that's gonna hold up nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But it is gonna be fun to see a Cookies versus Loco Poco top lane brawl.
True. Yeah, big beefy lockdown front line from Chill Guys and a bit of a poke comp coming out from
Oh,
Marmy's fan club. We'll
wait.
see how this
S-
works.
This is Pyrosis we're talking about. This might be Pyrosis Jace.
Yeah,
With-
I was not familiar with what roles Marmy's fan club was gonna throw out there. I kind of had a pretty good idea for Chill Guys, but um, I think there's a lot of fill that can be happening on the side of Marmy's fan club with Pai Pai, Heiko, and Korai's pretty much locked to the bot lane as far
ADC,
as I
yeah.
know.
And newcomer Sunshine, probably just gonna be chilling in support, making sure that she doesn't get really locked down from anything risky in the solo lanes. But as far as I know, this could be a Gragas versus Mbessa too. And what's mobility if Gragas is on top of you, you know?
That is true. He's just gonna slam that big belly right into you. Can't do anything about it.
But yeah, we'll be heading out soon as we wait for the Spectrator delay. But just a reminder that we have a sign up sheet between Aegis Esports and ourselves for the Summit and Aegis 1v1 tournament. Uh, I believe it's for $100 and it's free to enter. So there's really no downside to submit a request to join.
Mm.
So if you guys
My
have the time for
ego,
that,
my ego and pride. I think that's I think that's on the line if I were to sign up.
listen, Prissy, you got to show your stuff out there and they are howling abyss, you know?
True. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll bring out the 1v1 Poppy. I think that'll work out great.
Listen, with all the people that are gonna spam Renekton and Akali, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit.
thank you everybody for sticking around. We are here with Game 1 of Marmy's Fan Club versus Chill Guys. And yeah, it looks like early invade from Chill Guys. Looking to catch out Sunshine here, but they are not going to find anything. Get some wards down on the red. And move on to Pyrosis here in the mid lane. But it looks like this is all going to be... never mind, maybe a pick.
Pyrosis
Gar,
is going to
Gar,
be
how
in
do
a
you feel
really
about this?
Pyrosis is going to be in a really awkward spot right now, considering all of them are pinching towards the top dry bush. However, he may get away with this if Gix decides to peel off like he is. I do like the invade. It helps make sure that they're able to track where Heiko is. Unfortunately, it is a Karthus, though, so he's typically on red to begin with. Oh, and Gourmet Cookies with a belly slam over the wall, interrupting Seeker's back. Forced to walk it off as Loco Poco starts walking back to lane. They do know that Skarner is on top side, so it's going to be a little awkward for Chill Guys as they try to figure out how they want the path from here on out.
Gonna give quite the advantage to the bot lane of Marmy's Fan Club here.
That is true. However, that also means that Goblin will have a very nice XP advantage and it will hit level 2 faster, but that's all that there really is to it. Locopoco is taking some quick trades on top lane. As we can see, there is the phase rush on the Gragas, so he's not really looking to take super long fights. He wants to make sure he's able to get out as soon as he does his body slam auto into barrel or W. So just super small stuff. Pyrosis has a really huge chunk on Cisco at the moment, making sure that Cisco's forced to use one of his very important potions for the early lane. Yeah, Heiko is absolutely steamrolling the pathing right now. He's already on his 4th camp.
Goodness. Well, we do know, people who have played with Heiko before know that he does have a liking for Karthus jungle. And, I mean, he he seems to play it the same way he plays every other champion. Very aggressive and without care of KDA.
Listen, that passive needs to get used somehow, you know?
That is true.
But as we can see, Karthus is clearing towards bot side. He is finished with his camps at this rate, but there's not really an angle that they go for bot side. We do have the Vayne and Lulu who reset for an extra item early on, so it may help them with the early dueling, but we're unsure of whether or not that's going to translate into an actual early lead, or whether or not it's just supposed to make laning a little bit more uncomfortable for Rob. Gourmet Cookies is burning a lot of mana using his body slam over and over again topside. Seeker's taking a free trade from Asteria. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's a huge trade that's happened. Both of them are below 30% HP. This could be risky for both laners, as we do see Gix ready to gank mid lane.
Yeah, I do think that the rel pick's good, just based off the team comp, but it does make laning pretty difficult, just because you're playing against a range enchanter and a Vayne that's going to be able to E you out of your W, just to disengage, or use that passive to chunk you down pretty quickly.
Oh, and my stream preview was froze for a bit. Seeker going in for the stun on Sunshine, but not really good follow-up on that. Meanwhile, Asteria is forced to fight.
Yeah, and that spacing is just so good by Asteria.
Not the greatest trade you want if you're on the side of Chill Guys right now.
I don't know. Asteria's taking some cues from the Corki and getting chunked down just as much. And I mean, at this point, with the Skarner coming down there, they're gonna look for a gank, and I think they're completely unaware.
Oh, a flash Excel impact is not able to hit them in the wall. Goblin is condemned away from the fight, and that's a huge Summoner spell burn for Asteria. Yeah. Both Cleanse and Flash are down. Gix is ready to take his reset as the lane is going to reset. It's actually got a slow push towards Marmy Fan Club unless Rob uses his abilities to fast clear and look for a crash.
Yeah. Asteria did have to burn the cleanse on the Skarner grab as well as the flash just to dodge out the stun, and the heals also burned from the Lulu. So yeah, major summoner spell disadvantage from Marmy's Fan Club. Really good gank by Gix. And just looks to be constant trade with this top side. Cookie's taking a ton of damage from the Invessa. as we see a gank from Heiko come in on the mid lane, Cisco has to burn the E, takes a ton of damage, and looks like going to stay just for the wave, but gonna have to be careful. Oh my goodness, that flash by Loco. Yeah, this is lots of fighting, lots of damage. We like to see this. Energy from both of these teams.
With that being said, Loco Poco is down a level, and he also... Gourmet Cookies is forced to back because he doesn't have any mana, but it is a little disadvantageous that Loco wasn't level 6 for that. I'm not entirely sure what happened in top lane to have that happen, but... Oh, we have Loco Poco. He's stunned up by the body slam. Maybe Explosive Cast comes out? No, it's on cooldown. I forgot.
No, yeah, he used it.
Lissandra's looking to go in. The Frozen Tomb does not come out, unfortunately. She is forced to use it. Meanwhile, bot lane Heiko is being exhausted. Goblin is stunned against the wall with a condemn. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get the kill. Heiko is taking for first blood for Chill Guys. Meanwhile, Asteria is running down the rest of them. Seeker is forced to use stun Lance as he's flashing away. But I think Asteria's passive is going to catch up.
That Q's going to come out. Oh, the shield.
Oh, the crash down shield.
Asteria's going to die under tower. Oh, comes up to Loco.
And Loco Poco.
Oh my goodness, it all falls apart for Marmy's fan club, fighting on every lane in the map. And they come out with 0 kills to 3 for Chill Guys. Oh my goodness.
That is the feat of warfare going down for Chill Guys, but that was intense.
That was very intense. And you saw Gix abandon Grubs when Pyrosis was playing pretty aggressive in the mid lane, and a kill ends up happening there. The Heiko gank bot lane did not end up working out despite all of the damage that was going down on Goblin, but Goblin ends up flashing the wall, and Asteria to play to get under tower to look for that kill on Seeker, but all for naught. Almost 1,000 gold lead here for Chill Guys, as there's another little skirmish happening here.
I think my other caster could be lagging, or it could be me, but as we have Pyrosis being run down by Seeker and Gix, and Rel does get the knock-up. Pyrosis is being stunned up so much. Lissandra's here to catch all of it, but the fruit is just not enough for Pyrosis as Gix gets the kill onto Pyrosis, and they look to do the Earth Drake.
My goodness.
While this was all happening, Karthus on Heiko Karthus, there we go, was able to clear the grubs pretty successfully, is now looking to take the top side from Gix, so he's going to be losing a lot of gold while he's doing this dragon. It is the right play considering that bot was a little screwed and he was just topside for the whole time, but at the very least, he's at least getting some cross-map golds for his team. He's looking to reset as he's probably going to start bot side again.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Heiko's farm, the farm difference between him and Gix is growing larger and larger, as, you know, we said before, Heiko does like to, you know, look for those ganks, but at the same time, Karthus is a power farming jungler, just looking to get as much gold as possible, as quickly as possible, so that those ults start to really play a part in how these fights go. But Gix coming out in the mid lane, ult comes out from Lissandra onto Pyrosis, and the ult from Skarner also under tower, and they're going to take him down. My goodness, that's like 3 deaths for Pyrosis in like 4 minutes. That's rough. I
didn't realize it was possible to die as much, or even faster than Heiko on Karthus. That might be real, but regardless of that, that was a really nice setup from both Cisco and Gix. They both use the Frozen Tomb and Impale to get him under tower. I'm sure Lissandra's feeling really happy with that, as she's probably going to look for a Malignant Spy so that she has her Frozen Tomb up much more often. Hopefully they're able to translate that lead into the bot lane, since Rob will probably be the main carry for Chill Guys. But as you know, Karthus is a ticking time bomb, and with the setup provided by Gourmet Cookies and probably Asteria with how gung-ho he is, I'm sure he's going to have a lovely time in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, these early game blunders have really set, you know, the entirety of the bot side for Marmy's fan club behind. I mean, Cookies is doing relatively well up in the top lane, but there has not been a whole lot going on that side of just some fist fighting between the two. But they're gonna have to play this next, I'd say, 8 to 9 minutes really, really well if they want to have any chance to prevent just a massive snowball.
Right, and we do have the top lane skirmish happening. Gourmet Cookies burns the explosive cats, forces Goblin and Seeker away. I didn't realize they did a lane swap as we're looking to prioritize the next to the grub. While bot lane, Local Poco is getting run down by Hysteria and Heiko. The Vayne is too fast as the Requiem comes out. I don't think it's going to do enough damage at this point, but it should force Loco out of lane. He's forced to lose more gold and burn that flash.
Yeah, they moved the bot lane up to the top to try to just get Cookies to the point to where he can't really take advantage of his not being behind as much as the bot lane is, and sending Loco down to the bot side that is of Marmy's fan. Heiko making sure that's not the case, pushing Loco out of lane.
Yeah, even though they are behind on kill gold, I think Marmy's fan club is pretty comfortable with the position they're in. How much Marmy is. Seeker splash queuing, trying to force kill on the Gourmet Cookies, and Rob gets a free kill. Meanwhile, bot side, the Polymorph comes out onto Loco Poco as he's poked under tower. The tower shots are ramping up and does quite a bit of damage to Asteria and Sunshine. And they're forced to look back towards the lane. They're probably going to take a reset. Yeah, looks like they're taking a reset. Loco may unwillingly walk into something, but Gix and Seeker are going to secure the second set of grubs. Oh, unable to stop the recalls of Sunshine, unfortunately.
I think this probably gives these kill guys just one more neutral strength here. And yeah, with Heiko missing out on this rookie, that's easily done.
Yeah, with that being said, though, I think Heiko's still just chilling. He has the Blackfire Torch already, which outside of the Corki having the Triforce right now, he is one of the first ones to have 8 items completed at the time. We also see the Rod of Ages built for Gragas, so he's looking for a much more bulky build, as he's probably going to look for a Rod and Cosmic Giant. I'm not too aware of how Gragas builds currently, but should be something pretty healthy for his team. Make sure he's got low cooldowns as he's going to face against the Lysandra Corki. Mess up.
We're going to start seeing both these teams look for prio both in the mid lane and the bot lane. Just to posture up for this dragon that's coming up here in about 20 seconds. Seeker may have gotten himself stuck in a little bit of a bad position. Back, Seeker's going to fall pretty easily, and they're just going to have to peel back off of this and deal with this dragon. Not hopping under, but the TP from Local comes in.
Great TP. Local Pogo is forcing himself in. The flawless execution comes out, gets on Hysteria. Meanwhile, Gex flashes in, fails to get in Impale. Gourmet Cookies looking on top of all of them. Those cats probably going to come out as the Condemn. Fight. Disco with the Frozen Tomb engage gets a huge double kill, a triple kill actually. Requiem comes down, deals a lot of damage unfortunately, as Goblin is the only one left for Chill Guy. Seeker just respawned, is blown up immediately. Bomba! Gourmet Cookies gets the kill on top of Goblin. And that's a huge shutdown over to him as well.
I will say that despite the numbers disadvantage, I think that went about as well as it could have gone for Chill Guys. When they did lose towards Forfeit Grief.
Is being forced out as he looks to try to force a kill. The Seeker's solo kill on Pyrosis as he looks to run down Gourmet Cookies too. Cisco does TP on top of that, but I don't think it's worth the fight. Oh, thank God he didn't take the Blink, because Hysteria and Sunshine are right there ready for him to fall into their hands.
My goodness, down 1,500 gold prior to that fight. Marmy's fan club has made quite a bit of a dent in that, and are actually now up about 300 to 400 gold now. It's a really great turn. Dragon's still up, so
Cisco.
We're seeing some fighting here.
The Condemned forced out as Seeker gets the crash down on top of Hysteria. Hysteria is stunned up and is unable to get out. Gix gets a kill on Hysteria as there is TP coming from Pyrosis. Meanwhile, around the crowds, Heiko is getting ran down by Seeker, but it's taking too much damage to layways. Those crazy. Pyrosis gets the kill and Gix with the shock blast. They look to try to run down Cisco as well. The Toon Skies does so much damage. And another kill goes over the Karthus. Meanwhile, topside, Loco Poco is getting absolutely demolished against Gourmet Cookies. There's only so much time left before he dies, unless a huge flash play. Nope, body slam into the barrel roll. And that's another bomba over for
Oh
Gomi.
no, this game has taken such a big turn in like 3 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Really like to see though.
All shutdowns gone from Still guys. Majority of those have gone over to Pyrosis, I think. We're checking.
Another Requiem comes out.
We can get a look at gold here. I'd love to see where they're at now.
We are starting our trail for the over-under on Heiko deaths. He's currently at 3 at the moment.
That 2k gold advantage for the Corki on the Vayne is big. Almost 1,000 gold, Rel over Lulu. But yeah, Heiko's power farming, it's doing it.
There he is. Looking for a little poke on the Seeker considering he's quite a little health here. Are losing towers across the map. Well, top and bot were destroyed in the last minute. Gourmet Cookies looks to roam for this Ocean Dragon.
I think at this point it's going to be really tough. Unless we can see another big Lissandra ult, it's going to be really tough for Chill guys to contest this dragon, especially with Loco top with no teleport.
And with the positioning that they have, Marmy's fan club, securing Ocean Drake for themselves.
They do stall out the feats of strength. Nobody has gotten hit. Like I said, I believe that it is just one more kill.
Gourmet Cookies might be pinched. Force a flash away from the XL impact as he tried to go into Rob earlier. But it's not a great position because Gourmet Cookies is staring at Sunshine Bees looking for a fight.
Tough spot.
Loco Poco is trying to go behind, but is currently being stunned by the Wall of Pain. Seeker goes in, tries to get built, but Asteria's got too many dashes. He's going to get a solo kill on the Loco Poco and trade 1-for-1. While in the middle of the fight, Cisco lands a huge frozen tomb, securing a kill onto Gragas and blowing up Sunshine in the meantime. The Heiko is so strong, he's getting stuck in between 2 walls, being Seeker and Gix, but Lay Waste is doing so much isolated damage. Gix might be dead here. Flash comes out from Heiko as he's just under amount of mana. Oh, the Lay Waste does get the kill with the Blackfire Torch, and Seeker's the only one left to try to get the kill on Heiko. Is he able to get it? Yes, the E from Sprell is going to be enough damage. So Requiem comes down. Maybe... Actually, it doesn't do enough damage yet.
It's really, really hard for Marmy's fan club to play. I guess, especially when this goes in like he did, but really tough for them to play when you have Lissandra jumping in the middle of everybody, locking down, and then you have the Corki just doing a ton of damage. Already with the Triforce, Mana looks pretty close to full stack. Yeah, it's really, really hard for them to prevent just getting blown up.
Now we do have Rift Herald spawning soon. It probably would be the play to go for this. Turn Drake is in 3 minutes. Actually, the Rift Herald is already up. This play system is a little bad. It's not our fault, it's a Riot's fault. Gourmet Cookies is looking to pop this blast gun as Gix is hovering around the red side, but I don't think they have vision on the Herald. Herald's going to be finished as Cisco is forced to use the Frozen Tomb. Gix Impact comes out and stuns Gourmet Cookies. It's another free kill for Goblin, but they get this here onto the Rift Herald. Morning Fan probably just going to run away here. Unless Heiko's trying to get a trade onto Goblin. Goblin's running down the enemy team. The Lay Waste still does a lot of damage. Eggshell Impact unfortunately hits the blue buff, but a double impale gets secure on Karthus and Sunshine Bees. But Barros flash to the sky, gets a kill on top of Robin. Mystery's the only one there, trying to poke as much damage on Seeker. And Cisco is forced to flash away. Pyrosis and Hysteria are going to run him down thanks to the gravity.
Big W?
Oh, Hysteria with another roll. And we get another kill. And the Silver Bolts will secure the kill.
These fights are so fun to watch. My goodness.
You know the logo. But the Herald will go down as they probably look to siege mid lane at this time. Jason does see outside and Loco Poco gets bombed again. Brother, you cannot be doing this.
Oh, Cookies is bullying this man.
The Rift Herald charge goes for a second hit onto the mid tower. That is a lot of pressure being taken away from Chill Guys. Not sure how they're gonna be recovering from this. We see Marmy's Fan Club positioned for the bot side Otacon. As a reminder, folks, this is Voracious Otacon. It does a lot of AoE healing. And it also reduces your armor while you're fighting it, but securing it will give you a false life buff that will basically act as like a pseudo GA. With this recent, I don't think they have enough time. Yeah. Cast comes out as Rob is forced to flash, but double impale onto two of their backline hits. Again, Locopoca does not get the execution off, and Heiko is just running circles around them. Excel Impact goes in and grabs Gourmet Cookies as they're fighting him towards the blue buff. The barrel roll does slow just enough for Rob to not be able to catch him. I'm not sure they're going to be able to reach Gourmet Cookies unless the double tower shot.
Oh! Wow. Is that all GAs?
I believe
no,
that,
I think,
no. Pyrosis does have his GA still. He was able to successfully solo kill System top lane, but due to this patch, the false life buff has been nerfed so that instead of 5 seconds to respawn, it takes 15. So make sure that, or it's going to make sure that the it's a little more forgiving after a team dies to it, just because it seems a little insane to have everyone back up on the map after 5 seconds. But
great turn by Chill Guys on that.
Now they are looking to pressure this bot side as they look to secure this in front of Trade. No, they Chill Guys want to respond. A lot of their important ultimates are down. The only ones available would be Cisco's Frozen Tomb and Rob's Rockets. That's not really important. Two skies hits on top of Seeker. Seeker's forced to run away with the crash down. Shock Blast comes out, nails Seeker, but is unable to get a kill as Asteria tries to get a cheeky solo kill with his ultimate. Locopoca.
Not today.
Locopoca was forced to run away from the top tower as Gourmet Cookies is looking really strong right now. 2 levels up, and the full Rod of Ages complete now. There's only so much that Investa can do when all of her dashes get denied by Body Slam. Now there are pings saying that they spot Gourmet Cookies as Gix is looking to position on top of them. The XL Impact hits the Krug instead of Gourmet Cookies. Unfortunately, that's not what he's looking for. As Shock Blast does a
quite a little aggro here.
I feel like the GA should be done in the next turn.
Yeah, probably pretty close to it now. Pyros is going to back off of the bot lane.
Now, I will say the builds that I see from Pyros is pretty interesting. I haven't seen that sort of build in a while because usually you saw like a close amount of mooning back in the day, but now it's looking like a Shojin and Profane Hydra angle. We do have Heiko posturing towards the top side looking at Locopoco in case he did decide to fight Gourmet Cookies, but if I was Loco, I don't really want to fight him right now.
Yeah, not at all. I think the past few times that you go toe-to-toe with the Dragons, it doesn't turn out very well.
Pyros is a huge chunk from the Shock Blast on the Roblin, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a much. Locopoco's looking to trade on top again, and his Eclipse is burned and does quite a bit of damage, but Gourmet Cookie's Phase Rush is just letting him run away for free. Shock Blast comes to the top of Locopoco, and he's done quite a bit of damage. Honestly, Gourmet Cookies is going to get a huge damage. Requiem comes out, supposed to pass, misses as Locopoco flashes, but I think Blackfire towards the out. Here's the kill for Heiko. That is super unfortunate for Locopoco.
So sad. He burns the flash to try to get out of the explosive gas.
Big double impale goes huge as Crash now comes from Realm. It's interrupted by Lulu's ultimate. Asteria is getting 3 hits on top of Gix, but now gets on the wall and Seeker is stunned. Forced the flash. Roblin is just not there to be able to provide the damage that they need for this team. Oh wait, speaking of damage, Heiko gets absolutely blown up. Oh, Asteria flash cleanses, but unable to secure the kill. It's a Goblet. Whoa, Cisco flash WQs. Gets a solo kill on Pyrosis as the passive runs down Sunshine.
Here. Polymorph comes out. He is going to allow Lissandra to chase him down. Wow. Chill Guys with a great fight in the jungle there.
An insane turnaround for Chill Guys, but it's quite a bit of damage done to all their structures.
Heiko's huge underestimation of the Corki damage at this point, which is strange because you usually see a 9 and 2 Corki with 3 full items and a pickaxe. Probably should not.
It's okay, Seeker, we didn't see that either. But they're forcing this Baron as they know that Karthus was dead, but they're actually just looking at the Gourmet Cookies instead. Explosive Cast does come down, but it only hits Seeker as they look to run down Gourmet Cookies. Another Rocket Barrage. It's on Goblin. And the flawless execution tries to hit a Loco Poco. Nails Heiko, but it's worth the flash away. Another crash down comes down, and Goblin gets another kill into the vein. And Gix secures Heiko, but Heiko's doing so much damage. Crash down comes down. He's not doing a lot of damage. Pyrosis to the skies deals quite a bit. It's forcing them off of the tower as Heiko does get the kill on top of Loco Poco and Zambessa. And I don't think they're healthy enough to start this Baron anymore.
No, they are not, but they are playing these ults insanely well. Just locking one person down over and over again. Oh my gosh, Seeker almost hits the Shock Blast.
Pyrosis might be in trouble though.
But
Or this could be a setup for a highlight, you never know. Pyrosis looking for the angle. Lost. Oh, super low. The Shock Blast does not hit as it is rewarded.
Take the backs. Gix is going to try to get out of here. Pyrosis is going to walk this wave into the tower here. But we do have the Corki pulling up too, so Pyrosis is going to have to back off. And we do see Infernal Dragon coming up in about 6 seconds. And I'm not sure Chill Guys is going to be in a position to contest this without their full team.
Pyrosis is opting to clear Gix's bot side jungle at the moment, as not really able to fight with all the down numbers.
And they are going to opt to go ahead and tier 2 tower. Response to the dragon, but TPT out from the dragon to the tower. Get the wave out of here. Further.
Yeah, Chill Guys knew they weren't in a good position to contest the Infernal Dragon, so they looked for a mid-tier 2 instead, which is pretty smart. But eventually, this Infernal Dragon is gonna turn into an Infernal Soul if they're not careful. But Seekers might be caught in a pretty bad way. He's able to run into the crash down, but Explosive Cast comes down as the Impale hits both Pyrosis and Gourmet Cookie. He's looking to flip all of them, but Rob is getting focused by Hysteria. They need to help him out there.
In the middle of their entire team, Hysteria goes down, but as does Goblin. Gix also survives with 0 HP. Never mind, he died. And
1-for-1 trade for Mbessa and Lulu happens, but Heiko is just spamming lay waits and Seeker's unable to run away from it.
that team fight was guys not have them. They also did that without the Lissandra. Opened up with a 4v5 fight right before. Not ideal.
This one looking great.
This one does have the damage to probably take down 50% Pyrosis. Not really.
Frozen 2 comes up, but it's unfortunately not able to lock out everyone as another Explosive Cast comes in and blows up Cisco. And that is good Baron for Marmy's fan club.
Well, I will point out that pre-game we did put a line for Heiko deaths. We're at that line now. We shall see how this works. If he'll die anymore, or let's say a 7.
For my own parlay, I hope it's 7, but you never know.
Gotta slam that over whenever you see Heiko.
Yeah, Chill Guys from a very comfortable position to a not very happy position. It's going to take a lot of work to actually make sure that they're in a good, team fight, because Roblin has kind of the only damage that they have when Cisco isn't around. And Hysteria just ran away, or ran past his entire team just to try to kill him, and he was able to trade 1-for-1. So they're going to have to try to play to make sure that Roblin is safe, but with the Baron buff, they're just going to run down the lanes, and there's not really a lot they can do against Gourmet Cookie's pressure.
Yeah, ton of map control. I mean, they've now climbed up to a 3K gold lead on the full team.
Ooh,
But a
Cisco
huge
gets the catch.
engage from Cisco. Asteria is going to take the ult, but get ulted by the Lulu.
Yep. As Gourmet Cookies looks for the body slam on top of Seeker. Gix is 1v1ing Heiko, but that's not really a fight you want to take. Asteria is looking to catch up, gets another kill. Triple kill goes up for
Alan is
Gourmet
going to
Cookies.
fall to
Quadra,
Shaman.
actually. Somebody report Asteria for taking the Penta. And that's probably game for Marmy's fan club, actually. They have the Baron buff still.
It looks like a really good engage by Cisco catching out Asteria, but the Lulu ult knocked both of them up. And I mean, at that point, you just have to disengage.
Yeah. Well played from both teams. Unfortunately, sorry, I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, Marmy's fan club just comes out on top from a 1K gold deficit to a 3K gold lead.
Wow. Huge early game from Chill Guys, but I mean, you look at some of those mid to late game fights, and it seemed like just their coordination just did not carry into the later parts of the game, and Army's fan club ended up scaling up. I mean, Pyrosis, who started 0-3 at 10 minutes, comes back and pretty much takes over the game. And shouts out to Heiko. I don't believe we hit the over. I think he was there at maybe 8. Did we hit the over? Production?
I
Do you
think
know?
it's just 7. I'm hoping it's just 7.
I don't know. Really fun game to watch. But Marmy's fan club is going to take game 1, and we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we'll jump back in for game 2 draft.
Yippee! Welcome back, Summoners. That was a very quick break, actually. But we're ready for the second draft between Mari's Fan Club and Chill Guys. Once again, I am Gar Goomba, and with me today is none other than the legend Barisi, the 6 in a row Paper Plate Awards winner.
No, no, no. I'd much rather you say back-to-back finalist with a 1-1 record in finals. I prefer that. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, we can change it there, 1-1.
All right,
Hey,
perfect.
at least you won a finals, bro. It's been freaking 4 seasons for me, maybe 5? No, 4. That was the only time I hit finals, by the way.
Crazy. A back-to-back finalist doesn't get drafted for Summit Season 6. Riot. Everybody riot.
Riots, riot. There was like 7 teams that could have drafted Brissy, and nobody drafted Brissy.
I am not mad about it. I get to touch grass and relax on my couch on weekends. So
Uh, insider information says that his lovely lady was gonna kill him if he was playing another season. So great job
true.
for Brissy's, SO for making sure that he wasn't able to be drafted.
Yeah, for those out in the world, 3 league teams and being in a relationship do not pair well. So I'm happy it worked out in my favor.
See, I have the unfortunate advantage of being on 4 teams and no relationship.
Well, no relationship yet. Gar dating show is in the works.
It's not happening. Array hasn't said anything about it, dude.
All right. Well, we do have bands starting, and again, we look like we're gonna see the Fiddlesticks band come out in response to Gix being on the other team. And we'll see if any of these bands change.
If I was Marvy's fan club, I probably don't change anything. Maybe the Lissandra ban, but
Mm,
restricting Gix's pool seems to be the surefire way of making sure that they're not able to play around a strong jungler.
true.
Uh, Now,
And
with
that's
that being said, I feel like they probably could pull the same thing that we see some Summit teams do and just like prowling bot side 100% of the time.
yeah.
So they could look for something like a Jinzhou or maybe like a Nocturne, something that's just able to get around the map and get advantages super easily,
I do
while
find it
also just being like
strange.
simple.
I do find it strange you said not to let Gix play around being a strong jungler, but they had the strongest jungler in the meta right now, Skarner.
Skarner did receive a couple nerfs. I don't think they're terribly strong or terribly hard hitting, but they did seem to affect his overall tankiness, as we do see the same first picks coming out from both teams, being the Lulu and the Corki.
Yep, we have Sunshine on a comfort pick with Lulu, which I think worked out really, really well, pairing it up with the Vayne. And I mean, just based off of how Goblin's early game went, the Corki was incredibly strong. Uh, so I think both of those are picks that neither team wanted to change. We'll see if they work around it a little bit differently this time. Now the Diana does come out for Gix, I'm assuming. Can't imagine that's going to be any other
It could
role
be a
than
mid
jungle.
lane Diana, but it's super early for that to happen.
Maybe a flex. Could be.
Could be. It could be the rare Diana tank top back when Sunfire Cape was a mythic item.
Oh no. Mythic items. Miss Divine.
Honestly, I didn't
I miss
hate mythic
I
items.
missed I missed Divine Sunder or Poppy, man. But
You
Sundered
know,
Sky Sundered Sky is okay. I like that item.
now MFC is repeating 3 of the same picks this time, with the Gragas probably going topside for gourmet cookies again, and Vayne for Asteria.
Now it would be a cool little twist if Heiko took the Gragas this time just to bait out maybe a
Couple
pick
extra jungle
from
bans.
Chill Guys. Yeah, that would be funny.
That could be a move that they pull off here, but that could also just be a lot of cooking that I don't need, as a Nami is being locked in for Seeker. The Corki Nami matchup is kind of strong. I don't think it applies Nami E as much as like a Lucian per se, but it still does quite a bit of shred. And thanks to the additional slows from the Nami E, Corky should have a pretty easy time running down his lanes.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't hate the Rel last game, and I think a Rel pick wouldn't have been bad here either, especially when you pair that up with Diana. Um, 'cause you just get a ton of AoE, a ton of knockup, and if they can find the right look, I think that combination works. But they do opt for the Nami for maybe a bit of disengage against this Gragas that has just been in their face the entirety of last game.
Now we do have the Pyrosis Jace being banned out, which is fair. You know, Pyrosis loves his Jace as much as he loves his Irelia, but those bans are now being taken out of play. And then a respectful Orianna ban for Cisco, as they probably don't want to deal with the Diana Orianna combo, as Diana's a pretty easy way for a good command shockwave to land on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with the way that the teams are shaping out, Gragas is going to be quite a bit of an issue for Chill Guys again. And we do have a Nidalee ban for Heiko. I'm gonna be real, I didn't know Heiko played Nidalee, so
You know who also doesn't play in Italy?
you.
Yes, but or I guess I should say who shouldn't play in Italy. PPP.
Is there some hidden PPP lore that I don't know about?
Yeah, there's a game last season. I think PPP had brought out the Nidalee in one of the jungle games and ended up being like lethal tempo with a wacky build. But I mean, that's just PPP for you.
I'm certain that PPP didn't get any malicious DMs after that game. But we do
Never.
have a Respect Syndra ban going off on Cisco as well. So two mages gone in an instant. As Loco's looking to lock in the Blind Renekton.
Well, they could it could be blind or I mean they like I
It could
said
be a pick into Gragas, but
they could be
I don't
baiting
think
out that top lane pick.
I don't really like the Renekton pick into Gragas. I feel like its
Hmm.
fault. It has the same problem with Mbessa where the body slam just uh interrupts your combo like way too often. Oh,
Cassiopeia Ivern. Okay.
oh,
Heiko on the Ivern. That's going to be a sight to see. We love that.
that is. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, same here.
The Cassiopeia shuts down Corki, Diana, and Renekton from actually running into their team, which was kind of the problem that they were facing early game four. Uh, against the Lissandra and the Corki. But we have an Ari pick going into the Cassiopeia, which Ari should have just enough range to be outside of Cassiopeia's Q and E range. But uh, it's still another dash champion. And if Cassiopeia gets a really good W off, it's going to be really hard for Chill Guys to be playing any of these team fights, especially when they're going to get zoned off in the river. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how are they going to ever contest, like, a Baron or a Dragon outside of, like, going over the walls?
True. But yeah, that'll be a tough thing for them to overcome. We'll see how they do it. This is your game 2 draft. We're going to cut it to a little bit of break as we load in for the spectator delay, and we will see you here in a few minutes. Welcome back, Summit. We are here with Game 2. Marmy's Fan Club, chill guys. Marmy's Fan Club take Game 1 with a great performance from Heiko, Asteria, and Gourmet Cookies, as well as Pyrosis and Sunshine. They all played super great. But now, we see a few different picks come out, and some trading Pyrosis taking a ton of damage. Gonna have to take an early back before waves spawn. Yeah, Gar, how do you feel about these teams compared to last game?
Well, I definitely see the idea that Marmy's fan club has for their team. They definitely just want to make sure they play this front to back, with Cassiopeia preventing them from. Oh my god, Gourmet Cookies on Loco.
The belly
But
dance into body slam.
it definitely looks like Chill Guys wants to try to blow up these players as fast as possible. But with the comp that Marmy's fan club has, it's going to be super difficult for that to happen. Cisco wants to try to get resets, while Gix wants to try to blow him up as fast as possible with the Moonfall engage. But it's really going to be hard for them to figure it out, especially when this Gragas and Renekton are being little freaks up there.
True, we'll see if Cookies can replicate the trades that were happening last.
Be a little harder, but thankfully Renekton has built-in sustain for level 1 rather than level 6. So maybe a little bit easier for Loco. We do have a minor trade happening mid lane. Cisco does proc the electrocute. Interesting that Pyrosis wanted to start the Nauseous Blast though. I usually thought you'd go Twin Fang in order to just farm easily.
I was expecting Loco to make a little bit early, at least a little bit quicker, but he does end up getting a little bit more damage on Cookies. He'll get the
Fortunate tower shot for Seeker. Marcy's the other pull to heal just a little bit. But I think Loco's a little scared of trading in early just because Body Slam stuns him for 1.5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, Loco does get a ward down in on the top side, but Heiko is pathing through the bottom.
Great happens in Tide Color's Blessing. Chunks out Asteria. Forced to 20% HP as Gourmet Cookies is also taken pretty low as well. A lot of canceled autos happening between both lanes. As Loco forces Gourmet Cookie back. Cisco with a nice charm gets a good combo on top of Pyrosis. It's looking like Marty's fan club is losing early game, but here comes Ivor and Heiko is looking to got the gank bot. It's a trigger seed slows down both Rob and Seeker, or Goblin and Seeker, and Seeker is forced to flash away. But Hysteria is taken down by Goblin as Gix is ready here to get another kill on top of okay. And Heiko's forced to run away. The Root Caller does root up Gix, but it's not enough as another Diana Luna Rush secures the kill. And that's Beats of Warfare again for Chill Guys.
My goodness, the tunneling from Marmy's fan club and just letting Goblin a ton of damage to Hysteria before they were even close to getting a kill. Goblin ends up flashing in after W, locks down one kill, survives way longer than what I expected to happen, but yeah, it comes out a 3-for-1 for the side of Chill Guys.
If I was Chill Guys, I'd be pretty happy right now, but not as happy as Heiko and Gourmet Cookies look to run down Gourmet or put Loco Poco as is he caught trying to do some shenanigans in their jungle.
Yeah, I mean, Loco had the ward there. He had the wave under tower. I'm not sure why he was looking in the jungle without Cryo in the lane. Also
Caught mid lane, forced a flash away from the Aqua Prison as Hysteria runs down Goblin just a little bit. And it is a 1v2. Gix did secure it. He scuttler run for the top river. As a flash shot from Cisco secures the kill on top of Pyrosis. Another Orbit Deception and Foxfire to follow up and proc the Electrocute, securing a nice kill for Cisco.
Now last game, we saw a very similar thing happen. Chill Guys played an insanely good early game, but have to see this game making carry down what happened last game.
Poco with a good old slice and dice, followed by Ruthless Predator. Gets quite a bit of damage on the Gourmet Cookies, but he's gonna heal it all up with his passive. The barrel roll also makes it really hard for Loco to play around waves because giant AoE. Gourmet Cookies whiffs the body slam as another Ruthless Predator comes out. Loco Poco wants to take this trade. His Conqueror is stacked up as another Cold and Meek takes him down to like 100% HP. I'm pretty sure his Slice and Dice should be up soon. And another body slam.
Nice.
Flash comes out, followed by Cold and Meek, and Loco Poco gets a solo kill on the Gourmet Cookies.
Good play there.
I will say, Loco Poco now has a gold lead on Gourmet Cookies. I thought they were like behind. Spirit Rush charms out as Cisco's looking to get a catch on the Heiko. Charm hits, and Pyros just doesn't have enough damage to help him out. Cisco doesn't have any mana though, but he still has Spirit Rush charges. But I think Chill Guys just wants to chill. You know, very aptly named, but yeah, Cisco's burned out of mana. He's probably just gonna recall. Daria tries to look for a trade as the ward does come down, canceling Goblin's recall.
Pretty good CS lead coming out of the top side as well as the jungle for the side of Chill Guys. Gix playing really good early game and playing around the prio of lane. Catch Heiko out of position there. Loco gonna take a couple tower shots under tower, but nothing's gonna come in that. Just take some heavy damage. Probably just have to take it back.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why that's the reason why Loco Poco didn't want to do the level 2 trade initially. Just that.
Yeah, true.
But you definitely don't want to be looking for these early trades. He's not going to win with the items that he has right now.
Look at Heiko down in bot lane, looking for a lane gank. I don't know if they're going to catch this mid-bush ward. They might just spot Heiko out, but they are responding to the aggressiveness that Hysteria
And then comes out as Hysteria's exhausted immediately. Trigger Seed goes onto Hysteria, but the Root Caller doesn't land its mark on Goblin. And Heiko's just forced to walk away. Charm goes out from this mid lane, unable to hit on Pyrosis, and Noxious Blast lets him run down. Not terrible trades going. We do have Heiko running towards mid lane. Spirit Rush just comes out as the Petrifying Gaze stuns up Cisco, and Spirit Rush is not gonna let him live, maybe? The poison doesn't tick enough as Heiko is going to try to run down Cisco. All it takes is one root caller to secure the kill.
Oh, no, the
Ocean Dragon!
dragon.
The charm comes out, and Heiko's actually going to take Dragon for a while too, and it's going to be a one-for-one trade, and they probably want to take Ocean Drake after this, but Loco Poco's being punked top lane. I'm not sure he wants to do this. The Dominus comes out, and he looks for a Ruthless Predator on top of Gourmet Cookies, but he's probably not going to be able to kill him. Phase Rush comes out, and so much damage is being dealt for both players, but Gourmet Cookies still has the explosive cast. He may be playing for a tower play. Meanwhile, bot lane, Asteria is getting super chunked out. The Foster's Bomb does so much damage. The Tidal Wave comes down, doesn't hit Asteria, but is able to get an Aqua Prison on top of Sunshine Bees. Wow. Yo, Marmy's Fans Club bot lane is not going to be in a really good position as Gix is ready to gank this. And whether or not they're going to be able to execute. Asteria does have barrier. The Flash Moonfall comes in, secures the kill on the top of Asteria, and another kill goes over to Sunshine, from Sunshine Bees to Gix's hands.
Gix is playing a great game right now. I mean, you look at Heiko's passing and how much time he had taken in the bot lane looking for the lane gank. It allowed Diana to take a reset, clear the bot side, and then the blunder in, well, I guess it did secure the Ari, but basically dying in the dragon pit, giving away the dragon. It was just a lot of unfortunate happening. What looks to be a 3K gold lead for the Chill Guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, Heiko was not on Karthus this time, so death is significantly more important. But no, let's just say that Ocean Dragon is the biggest double agent in the game.
Yes.
And we do have Gix looking towards Heiko's top side right now, as Loco Poco is proxying. But I'm not sure Gourmet's expecting it. The explosive cast doesn't come out. It separates both of them. The tower is going to shoot Gix, but it's unable to get a kill. But the wave is being shoved in. Meanwhile, mid lane, Heiko is looking for some sort of angle on top of Cisco, but we do have Seeker hovering, just in case there is a play happening. Rukar goes out, does not hit Cisco, and they might try to four-man dive Heiko. Spirit Rush comes out, the charm and hits on top of Heiko, but here comes Asteria and Sunshine. The Wild Growth goes on top of Asteria as Loco Poco is getting railed out by Asteria.
Heiko is not going to get away here. Oh, the flash charm comes out. Hits Heiko.
Yeah, Trigger Seed just doesn't shield for enough for Heiko to live, and Ari is looking pretty mobile. The flash did have to go out in order to secure the kill, but if I'm Cisco right now, I'm pretty happy with the lead that I get, because it's going to be harder to play against this Cassiopeia later in the game.
Yeah.
Gourmet Cookies posturing as he uses a control ward that's preventing him from walking in safely. As Gix and his co is going to secure the grubs for their team. I don't think this is... Oh, it is Feats!
Yeah, they got both grubs and a dragon. Not just the Chill Guys, we're trading up in this top lane. Heiko's just looking to bully Gourmet Cookies as we did him last game.
I will say that Renekton is definitely a lot easier to pilot than the Ambessa if he wants to be pulling a Gragas.
He is posturing up here, but standing on a little does know that.
Dominus comes out from Renekton, they're ready for this dive. The Close Cap is available, it's a Moon Rush. Able to secure Gragas. Loco Poco flash Cole the Beast in order to secure the kill. Heiko is tower diving from behind. He doesn't do enough damage, but a flash petrifying gaze from Pyrosis gets a kill. Tosses force off of Seeker, and he's trying to live as he runs up the tower. Meanwhile, top lane, Hysteria and Sunshine are ready to run down Loco Poco and Gix. Thanks to a nice old final hour from Vayne.
Oh, big heal.
Oh, this should be a 1-for-1 though. So it's kind of a it's a tempo TP from Gourmet Cookies. He's trying to go through plays. Cisco is here to return the favor as Orb Deception lands. The charm hits. I don't think it's going to be enough for that. Another Orb Deception lands. The Spirit Rush comes out from top of Gourmet Cookies. Body Slam forced out already. It's not going to be on the lower cooldown that he wants. Charm glows out, but it's just short. Gourmet Cookies should be able to just run away now. There's a lot of plays happening around the map, Chris. How do you feel about all this?
I am confused. I mean, I think Tycho maybe expected to do a little bit more damage and catch the core being lacking. Going under tower like that was a questionable play. I mean, kind of a bit of a save from Pyro to flash ult there. Yeah, just a lot of fighting.
It's an Ivern, Karthus. It's basically the same champion, right, guys? Yeah.
19 kills, 13 minutes. 4K Goldie for chill guys. And they got Dragon coming up here in about 10 seconds. So we'll see how both these teams want to posture up. Looks like they are fighting for mid-crowd currently.
This next dragon is going to be pretty good for whoever team gets it. It is the Earth Dragon. Loco Poco is getting chunked out though. It's a twin fang spam from Pyrosis.
Oh,
no. That's another solo kill for Pyrosis. Meanwhile, bot lane, Gourmet Cookies is chunked out. The root collar does land as Heiko does take it. Summons Daisy. This is just going to run out.
With Loco falling, no TP threat from the top lane coming in.
The Spear Rush comes out and try to look on top of Heiko. Card does go wide, but another Tidal Wave comes out, and Gix secures a kill with a good old Lunar Rush combo. Well, topside part.
Heiko flash.
We do have Loco TPing topside to try to catch this wave that Pyrosis has been shoving. Save this tower. And Gix is looking to take the Earth Drake right now. Meanwhile, mid lane Seeker is going to run down Asteria and Sunshine Beast, but it could look pretty disastrous if they decide to turn. Goblin does not have the mana to be looking through fights right now. And Loco definitely doesn't have the range for it either, as we do have Pyrosis securing the Rylai's for Cassiopeia. Not really a lot of movement you're able to do. Look at that. It's pretty unplayable for Loco right now, which, to be fair, I don't really like the Black Cleaver rush he's opted towards, considering none of them really build armor.
Yeah, I mean, bit down in farm comparatively to all the other lanes. I think I'm really underestimated the damage and speed of Pyrosis. Even though Cassiopeia doesn't have any legs, that slithering move speed is quite quick.
Snakes are pretty fast, bro. Did you know that like snakes can have like? Speaking of 50 miles per hour, another play's happening as Loco Poco gets a very unsuspected Pyrosis. Daisy is knocking up Loco Poco, but it's probably not going to be enough. The trigger seed slows him down. It's enough, but Spirit Rush comes out. Disco, you gotta land a charm, but it goes wide. Or Deception comes down as a Redemption is going to heal Heiko. Looking to save tower, I think both go to die, but Heiko is just living. And that's going to be a 1-for-1.
Oh my
1-for-2 over for Heiko.
Huge trading in the mid lane. Asteria dodges out of the way, then Nami's over lane. I don't think they're going to want to go any further here because Goblin is still doing a ton of damage.
Oh my god, Heiko, you know what? He's playing this Karthus role pretty well, even if it's not Karthus. Now Gix is looking around. He is going to take the wolves off of Heiko at the moment, but Rob is looking pretty strong. He did rush the Serpent's Fang into Lulu. He's respecting the shielding that's been happening, but it also denies Pyrosis' Seraphs and Heiko's Trigger Seeds, so the shielding reduction is going to be pretty important for their team. That being said, Heiko and Pyrosis are posturing towards the top side as the Rift Herald is up. I'm not sure which side Otacon is. I think it's bot side. Yeah, it's bot side right now. But I feel like if you're Marmy's fan club, you want to slow down the fight a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at you know, like I said, how last game went with
Oh, hold on, we don't got time to even think of that. The Tidal Wave comes out from Seeker, and Loco Poco secures kill with the Heiko on the Heiko with the slice of dice, while Loco's stuck in the backline getting absolutely blasted by Asteria. Where Explosive Cast comes up, but doesn't really land on anybody. Loco Poco gets a trade kill as a dragon. It's not even a trade, he actually gets a third kill with Asteria there. Pyrosis is not going to be able to do enough work. He's just going to run down mid lane now. Pyrosis is doing his best with the Noxious Blast and Riley to try to run away, but Goblin just does not miss missile barrages. The Miasma comes out. Oh, the dodge, but Goblin with a nice flash secures an ace over for Chill Guys as they look to continue shoving all these wings. Wayne's lanes. I can't even talk right now.
I am very surprised that Loco survived that fight. If you saw, I mean, 1v4 in the back line against Marmy's fan club, he's kind of just running in circles, taking a bunch of damage, but soaks up a ton of it and allows for the rest of his team to come in and kind of clean up.
You know, maybe Black Cleaver lets him know, but Priam saved a lot of HP there. I think it's still 12% missing health healing. Not 12%, that actually sounds too high. But, you know, it's a lot of health being restored thanks to his Enhanced Fury too. So, he just lived for way longer, and unfortunately Gourmet Cookies and Mysterio were not able to kill him any faster and get traded instead.
Yeah, I mean, this is a similar time to when games started to go south for Chill Guys.
Another tidal wave comes down mid lane as an Aqua Prison lands on top of Sunshine. I'm sorry, but you're just dead. As Loco Poco is now on a rampage after being like, what, 2-4?
Yes.
What a turnaround. Now, I will like to point out that Dix is running the sort of tank build right now, because, you know, like we mentioned before with mythic items, it was like Sunfires into Jack Show or something like that. But now the current build is kind of looking like Neandry's Unending Despair and then Bloodbutter's Curse. So a somewhat tanky Diana build has returned back into the meta for Diana Jungle. You have Diane, Gourmet Cookies, and Mysterio running down Cisco, but it's not a really great angle. Mysterio is chunked by an Orb Deception. Charm goes wide. He's unable to secure the kill on the Gourmet Cookies. Force the flash. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dominus goes out on Renekton and secures another kill on top of Sunshine. He's going unstoppable as he has a full eclipse from the 2 longswords he's been sitting on for the last 6 minutes. Chrissy, I don't know how Marmy's fan club are gonna come back from this.
Yeah, this is gotten significantly more difficult. You're an 8K deficit, allowing them to pick up the last break before full point, and giving over 3 out of time. The XP gold way higher.
Dick? I thought that was a flashing but yeah. It looked like it'd be fun. But yeah, Chill Guys do secure the Ruinous, the Ruinous. I can't think today. But
So
Ruinous Otacon.
Yeah, two, 3 level leads in pretty much every lane now. Not going to be a fun thing. So we'll see how Chill Guys want to push this massive advantage if they can just end this game pretty quick.
Now with the Ruinous Otacon instead of the Voracious, it does spawn a lot of flowers. I believe it spawns like 20 or 25. And it also makes sure that all of their epic monster buffs have a 25% increase. Speaking of 25% increase, Pyros is doing 25% damage at this rate, because Seeker is able to just flash out of that without taking too much damage. They're looking to siege mid lane. Daisy does come out as Gix is over the wall. He's ready for a nice Luna Rush Moonfall combo. Tidal Wave goes out as the Aqua Prison lands on top of Sunshine again. Daisy is taken out as Locopoco tries to look for someone. Slice doesn't hit, but it doesn't matter because a Moonfall comes down and Gix gets a kill on top of Sunshine. Rob Goblin takes a kill on top of Pyrosis. Double kill goes over to Gix as they try to run down the rest of the team. Cisco does use Spirit Rush to try to chase Gourmet Cookies. Just gonna rock it out. 4 members dead for Marmy's fan club as Chill Guys look to try to open up the base as much as possible.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be able to do it. They're going to get an inhib here, probably turn, go Baron. Yeah, stopping the back. Cookies is going to be able to get out of it with that. Great slows him down his tempo to get back and maybe get some vision on this Baron, but it does not look like they're going to turn back on that.
It is a 10k gold lead for Chill Guys.
Not a good look. I mean, you looked at kind of the positioning for Pyrosis and Heiko really close up on that tower. I mean, they know they're looking to tier 1 to open up mid a bit more for themselves, but really hard to do when you get the Nami, Diana, the Renekton, ton of lockdown, big wombo that happened, and a 4-0 again, just getting further and further ahead for Cho'Gath.
Yeah, it's going to take a miracle at this rate to try to turn something around for Marmy Fan Club. Maybe a good old Petrifying Gaze into Explosive Cast combo, but Steria being super behind as their main damage source is not a great angle for fights at this point. With that being said, Marmy's Fan Club is posturing towards the Rift, or not the Rift Herald, no, it is Rift Herald. I can see.
Yeah,
That is Rift Herald.
Baron got pushed back 5 points.
Cisco does put a control ward. They're gonna spot out Pyrosis and maybe Gourmet Cookies, but Gourmet Cookies is gonna have to recall where the match through the shove that's happening bot side. Pyrosis is gonna continue pushing top if he wants to try to make a cross map play, but it's gonna be a huge problem if they're not able to catch up as
they stopped their backs.
I'd stop their backs.
Oh no. Oh, Cisco's gonna be able to stop him too. Oh, geez. He's gonna get caught out. Snare
Goes
comes up from Heiko, and the flash and ult comes out from Ari to get away. Them stopping the backs is strange.
Pretty bad. As they're looking to take the outer tower, or infinite tower for bot side. Tidal Wave goes out, but he's unable to land anything. As Loco Poco flashes and Ruthless Predator. He's up from the Root Caller. He's just getting absolutely deleted. Hysteria finally getting a kill. Daisy is doing so much work at slowing him down. The Aqua Prison lands on top of this area, but is not going to be able to stop Pyrosis from absolutely gunning down Seeker. And they're going to keep looking, actually. Daisy is regenning a little bit as Gourmet Cookies is probably trying to find a body slam. The body slam flash bomba. Doesn't have explosive cast to catch him out, but just going to keep running with thanks to the phase rush. Takes of course, pull back in as a moonfall hits 3 people. Petrifying Gaze hits, but does not stun him up as Geeks is doing his best to absolutely live. Goblin gets a trade on top of Gourmet Cookies, and Geeks respawns thanks to Triumph as he looks to trade back. Goblin is running them down with the missile barrage. And Heiko's going to try to recall in the pit. The Gatling gun does hit Heiko. They hear him. He's stuck in there. The alcove finally secures a kill. Trigger Seeds just does not shield enough, and Sunshine is going to go down with the rest of the team.
What
as Gix throws in one more aggressive strike. I can't believe they won that.
Gix was at like 10 HP twice. And the Unending Despair heals him back up.
Unending Despair and Triumph, my beloved. Looking to possibly open up the base right now. Loco is getting chunked to half HP. Hysteria might be finally online now.
Are going to try to triple in him here.
Yeah, they want to try to make sure that they have absolutely no mistakes here. Gourmet Cookies throws the explosive cast, but does not catch Cisco thanks to Spirit Rush. Tidal Wave comes out, does its best to dissuade the enemy team from chasing. As Cisco lands a nice charm after the body slam. But I don't think they're going to be in a position to reset. They're either forced to take a fight here or lose the Baron. Or they're group recalling here instead as they look to possibly go for Dragon. Seeker stops his recall as he thought the play was to go for Baron. He just stops his recall. Okay. You know, that's 3 recall. 3rd time's the charm, right, Bristy?
It looks like they are, yeah. It looks like they are just going to go straight for Baron. They're going to give up the Dragon. They have no threat of Marmy's Fan Club to get Soul. I don't think at all. They're just going to opt to go Baron. Probably look for a turn, but it's going to be really tough to
it should be a pretty free Baron. Goblin is a TP does come out from both Pyrosis and Gourmet Cookies. They're looking to try to contest this. The TP does come from behind, but unfortunately everyone's there. Pyrosis forces the Petrifying Gaze and only hits Goblin from stun. As Cisco secures the kill on top of Pyrosis. Spirit Rush comes in as Local Poco runs down the rest of the team. Slice of dice, and the Ruthless Predator triple kill goes over to Cisco as another kill gets secured on top of Local Poco. As that's quadra kill for Cisco. Man, we just hate giving pentas to our players, huh?
Now, I honestly don't hate the look there. I mean, they have to do something. They're down almost 20K or 15K gold. They had to make a play. And I mean, the double TP, Pyros was looking for a catch, just didn't work out the way they wanted it to. And Chill Guys takes a game as well. So now we're moving on to a game 3. Do you think there's going to be any changes in this game 3, Gar?
Well, there may be a couple jungle bands swapping over from MFC or side selection. They could go for red side this time. Uh, but I don't know. I think CG's team definitely looks really strong. Maybe they get rid of the Corki instead, but then Rob's probably just gonna play mages at that point.
Yeah,
So
true.
I'm not sure how the draft changes up all the way. I guess I mean I don't know. Maybe Marty's fan club tries to ban the Corki and forces Rob into a different ADC like Ash because they can't really draft AP buffs because Cisco's mostly a mage player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, a big comeback game for Gix after the game 1 performance. Just really all around, Chill Guys just played a significantly better mid and late game than they did in game 1. So I mean, if they continue on playing these great early games and can manage to hold it together as the game goes on, I think they're gonna be in luck. But we're gonna throw it to a break and come back with game 3 draft.
Welcome back, Summoners, to Game 3 between Marty's Fan Club and Chill Guys. In case you missed it, Game 2 was an absolute banger as Chill Guys were able to turn it around on Marty's Fan Club in a pretty strong fashion. We did have a Heiko double kill topside on Ivern. You know, you don't see that too often, but luckily with the help of Loco Poco and Roblin and Gix and, just the entirety of Chill Guys, they just absolutely steamrolled Marty's fan club. Once again, this is Gar Goomba, and with me today is none other than Marissi, the support
Hello.
and top lane extraordinaire.
Not anymore.
Okay, buddy.
Get me out of retired. Yeah, no, it's both these games have been pretty heavy fist fights. Chill guys have come out on top in the early game in both games, but in game one, Marmy's fan club said heck no. Came back with a few punches of their own and ended up taking game one. But yeah, game two was pretty one-sided. If you're looking down at bans, we do see the Diana and Corky bans come out. Probably good choices given the performances that Goblin and Gix had put on last game.
But
But
now the
doesn't
Viego
look.
and Cyro are up.
Yeah, that is true. So we'll see what changes these teams make this draft.
I think Chill Guys probably go for the same three bans, being the Misfortune, Irelia, and the Karthus. I think it's pretty solid, considering all their pools, as well as Heiko just being able to impact the game so much with Karthus. Uh, I have a feeling he may lock in Nunu this game, but who knows?
Do we see
But
cookies on the Gragas for a third time? We do see the Lulu come out for a third.
I mean, hey, don't knock it, or if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Sunshine is kind of representing that. The Lulu, it's a pretty easy champion to pilot, and yet still super impactful. I think it's pretty good for considering that she is probably one of the highest point valued players in the entire season.
Is true.
And considering Asteria's pool of being a hyper carry, I think the Lulu is fine. Although I would like to see something else that would let him play his favorite Samira. But we do have a Tristana lock coming in. It's probably going towards Goblin, but I haven't really seen Tristana bot in quite a minute.
There's the Viego.
And there's Gix's Viego, finally unleashed from, banning hell. So we're going to have Gix on a much more comfortable champion now, and Rob on something that really wants to jump in there. How do you feel about that so far, Prissy?
Well, I know that we talked about at the in draft of last game on whether or not Corky was going to be banned and whether or not Rob was going to move to the mages that have been plaguing his mind for quite a while now. But we do see the Tristana come out. It's not a surprise to see the Viego. I am surprised to see the Kha'Zix pick. I'm
What the?
not entirely sure why. Just because, I mean, based on composition that they have been going, it doesn't seem like it fits super well. But Kog'Maw coming out for Asteria, that combo in the bot lane is very, very good. Always has been. But I'm interested to see how mid and top is picked to kind of fit with the Kha'Zix.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Kha'Zix either in comp play. Not to say that it hasn't been performing before. I will say I remember the time where I was plagued by Gowanabon's Kha'Zix.
You can also
Actually,
jump.
that was the first season I drafted with you too, Brissy.
I think so. You can also go back a couple seasons to Asian Jason's Kha'Zix, where
Did
I
he actually play
believe,
Kha'Zix?
yeah, and I believe the game that he played him, he was deathless. Yeah, it was quite a performance. So, I mean, yeah, it's not a bad pick in any regard. I just,
It's
um,
hard with how things are. Now, granted, the domination like keystones did get buffed recently. So
hmm
Harvest does quite a bit of extra damage, and Electrocute does at least 20 extra damage per level. So we'll see where you can go with that.
I
But
do
we do
think it
have a Syndra lock in for Cisco this time.
true. Yeah, that is another band that was dropped by uh Marmy's fan club. But the Kha'Zix also fits Heiko's playstyle a bit better than the other two champs that he's picked so far. So we'll see if maybe that plays to their advantage. But I think they're gonna need cookies to play something more tanky and utility based.
I will say they did pick mid third this time for Chill Guys, so there's no way they could have banned the Syndra unless they wanted to drop the Fiddlesticks ban.
Oh, I think it was the Phase 1 Syndra ban came, or Phase 2 Syndra ban came out last time.
Yeah. But, if they banned Syndra first, who would they drop there? Like, we can't give Gix his Fiddlesticks. He's too infamous for that.
Maybe you they gave Goblin Corky the first 2 games. I guess they just didn't want to take a chance with that again, but maybe the Diana.
We do have a Cannon ban going against Loco Poco, which he is pretty well known for his Cannon. He
Yes.
doesn't play it as often, but he does play a lot of it. So we'll see where the bans go from here. Another Nami pickup for Seeker this time. So they definitely want to try to go for these really short blow up trades bot lane. And with the Viego, following along with that, he should be able to get some nice passives going over.
I'm interested to see what Pyrosis ends up drafting here as a counter to Syndra.
I think he drafts Victor.
Nope.
LeBlanc.
The other champion wielding a staff, a magical staff. A little bit more movement. I know Pyrosis loves to jump around. That's why you've seen the Zoe ban come out every single game, but definitely having the ability to roam and impact some of these other lanes. There, yep. What more tank utility are you going to get?
Then a good old Orin.
Loved it. Love it. And you know Asteria is loving it too.
Yeah, I bet he's been screaming at a freaking top laner to pick a tank for him. But, Orin's a pretty good pick for all top laners. I'm surprised I haven't seen a gourmet cookie Udyr, though. I think he.
That's kind of what I was expecting. Either an Udyr or like
Uh-oh.
what's the other?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, ooh.
I
That's
don't know how I feel about the Camille ban or Camille pick against
not a
Ornn.
fun matchup for Ornn.
Oh, is it Camille favored?
I mean, it's if you it's a skill matchup, I would say mostly because there are some things you can do as Ornn to kind of prevent just getting totally cooked. But if the Camille's really good, it's really really hard because I mean the ult is basically a straight counter to Ornn's ult. You can dodge a lot of the damage, and then when it comes to you
Ah,
getting items, I mean once you get Triforce, I mean that goes for pretty much every Camille matchup. The damage is just really hard to fight through.
gotcha. I mean, yeah, I could see that happening. Uh, I just feel like there probably would have been easier picks to play than the Camille, like Gasate, Aatrox, uh, maybe Garen.
Garen would
But
have been good.
I think overall,
I mean, I played a lot of Ornn, and I mean, I'm a plat peaker, but in my experience, I think I mean it's kind of just a tough lane to play if it's a good Camille.
well, we'll see if Local Poco is going to be able to uphold that good Camille gameplay as we'll take it to a break from here.
Hello again. Summit, we're back. Game 3, Army's Fan Club versus Chill Guys. Man, has it been an exhilarating series so far with some really close fights in Game 1 to any team could have taken to pretty one-sided match last game with Chill Guys. So let's see if Marmy's Fan Club can turn it around. But I'm not alone though. My boy Gar Goomba on the casting with me. Hello.
Where?
I don't know, where'd you go?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask production. Hey, production, where did Gargoomba go?
All right,
Production doesn't know either. That's crazy.
Production has banned Gargoomba.
Yeah, it's true. They said that they're gonna ban me because I probably won't make the next Summit meetup, which is valid.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Now, we did see for the start of the game, Marmy's Fan Club opted to go 5 bot, which I think they expected Rob to try to look for a cheeky play considering that Tristan and Nami likes early aggression. But that kind of played against them because Chill Guys were able to get quite a bit of information on their team. They were able to get the ward on top of the Raptors as well as knowing that there was not really anybody top side to actually do anything.
Right.
Only time will tell to see how they'll execute. As quick, nice little trades are happening between both teams right now.
Yeah, it's just been a reoccurring thing all series. You look down at the jumpers, it looks like they are pathing opposite ways. Possibly you could see an early bottom gank from maybe?
Maybe.
No.
Stereo is kind of shooting them with the Bio-Arcane Barrage, but Goblin is level 2 now. Skyclar's Blessing goes out, his exhaust comes out from Sunshine and prevents Goblin from being able to do enough damage. Is forced to back off. Asteria is jumped pretty high though.
Oh man.
Speaking of tough, Cisco.
Pyrosis. Cisco cannot sit in that lane any longer.
Yeah, it's not looking too great for Cisco right now.
I've seen it plenty of times when Pyrosis will chunk you down into your tower and it's going to go psychotic to get that secure kill.
Product is definitely, you know, something that Pyrosis might be up to too, but you know, maybe he wants to go for the 50-50 and get it a lead, but Cisco's probably going to be able to get the recall off. Never mind, the Chains of Corrupt managed to land on Cisco, interrupting the back and also ruining the first strike. Meanwhile, topside, Volcanic Rupture, the pillar actually works against Gourmet Cookies as Loco Poco uses it as a hookshot angle. Which honestly, actually, you know, now that I think about it, that is a pretty good way to play against the Lord.
It's not easy. We do see, I mean, Loco did get a ward into the top jungle when he got the Wonder Tower. They do know that Hyper it down on
Alpha
Asteria under
lands on
tower.
this area as the explosive charge not able to do much. He gets another auto on top of Hysteria, and he's looking pretty bad right now. We do have Gix pathing down bot side, so it's probably going to look for a tower play. Remember, early game towers do quite a bit of damage. Arcane Barrage comes out from Hysteria, as Lulu's doing his best to block as much damage as possible. Hysteria uses Barrier and Flash. A 1-for-1 trade happens. Never mind, it's going to be a 1-for-2.
I'm
As
sorry,
3 flashes go down from Chill Guys, and Hysteria goes 2-1.
did Goblin start taking tower after?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, that's really unfortunate.
Meanwhile, top side, Gourmet Cookie is using the Volcanic Rupture and Searing Charge to knock up Local Poke. He doesn't have enough movement speed to be able to do it. And it has no mana. Heiko, the third kill for Marty's Fan Club, secures the feat of Warfare. I think this is the first time that actually Marty's Fan Club has been up on kills enough to get that first feat.
Yeah, no, this is a complete flip from what the early game has looked like in the first 2 games from Army's Fan Club. They are the ones that are securing these early kills, but I mean, some really crazy over-aggression coming from the bot lane of Chill Guys, and the really good gank by Heiko in the top side.
Now Cisco was able to get his back off, so he's just a little bit stronger on Pyrosis. As Pyrosis being chunked out, Aqua Prison lands on Hysteria as the TP comes out from Gourmet Cookies right into the middle of the lane. There's so much that can happen for his team at this point, but
I mean, opting for the 2 Ruby Coins has got really big advantage here up on wrong side, going for that HP in big, so he might just be able to pull it out of lane. Oh my, possibly get a solo kill.
this is an Orange skill matchup.
That
Right now, it looks like Gourmet Cookies may be the skill one. Heiko gets his leap interrupted by the Scatter of the Weak from Syndra. And here comes the choo-choo train as Gourmet Cookies does not hit the second part of Call of the Forge God. Unfortunately, Loco's hookshot saves the day. But he's still super chunked. Searing Charge hits, but is unable to follow up as he's taking quite a bit of tower damage now. And Loco Poco could technically trade this. He does have Ignite and Hextech Ultimatum up.
You see the mid and jungle start this dragon here. There's the Cryo in the mid lane and Heiko is the top side. We'll see if Heiko's going to make a play on the up. Like the dragon be able to contest the second objective.
Goblin is looking to help out with this dragon. So you should be able to get this super fast. Ocean Drake is a pretty annoying dragon to solo, considering it does quite a bit of damage in slows. Oh, this might be another solo kill for Gourmet Cookies. The Precision Protocol does not give him enough movement speed. And a flash, Gourmet Cookies secures a kill on Loco Poco, but the Ignite might be able to return it. Oh, he lives!
He had to have had like 12 HP there.
Oh my god, wait. Gourmet Cookies absolutely smurfing on this Ornn. I'm not sure Loco's going to be able to come back, because once Ornn starts the freaking train rolling, it's hard to come back.
Yeah, no, he's going to have an item advantage up on Loco for majority of this game now, and it's going to be really hard to combat that. So Camille's side laning against him is going to be really tough. But I mean, we'll see how the rest of this pans out, because Marmy's Fan Club taking a securing a lead here.
Both junglers do spot each other on the red topside Raptors. X might be looking for an angle here. The Shroud does go down, but I don't think there's really an angle you can look at Pyrosis thanks to the Distortion. Cisco is kind of low on mana. Heiko does complete his back. Maybe Pyrosis could look for a trade here with the Sigil of Malice, but I highly doubt it's going to do anything. Distortion comes out as the Chains of Corruption locks his target. Cisco's taken super low as another Scatter of the Weak comes out. Not even going to kill it. Loco Poco using the clone to get his Precision Protocol move speed. Pyrosis is probably just going to be out of here. Breaks the Blast Cone as to make sure that he isn't able to get chased as he uses Distortion in the back inside the enemy team's base. Does Loco Poco make it in time? Oh, he does! The hookshot lands and Loco Poco gets a return kill on Pyrosis, unable to complete it back in time.
That's impressive. I'm pretty sure he hopped that wall block. Pyrosis could have been anywhere on that wall.
Did they have... They could have vision on that. No?
I think if he was close enough to tower, they might have.
Goblin, maybe in a bad way, but a TP coming from the Cisco. Gonna save the day as Goblin uses his rocket jump to go in. Just not able to follow up with anything. Just walk out. On top side, Gourmet Cookie's looking for another trade. Unfortunately, he's unable to land the final hit with the Bellows Breath. Unable to land that really. He also looking to trade as well with the tactical sweep, but it's just not enough. Hook shot goes out on top of the volcanic rupture. It's interrupted by the hook shot. Gourmet Cookies just takes the Hexstar ultimatum just fine. Pyrosis is doing so much damage. Chains of Corruption does quite a bit on the second hit. I feel like this may be a dive angle for Pyrosis at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But I might have spoken too soon as Gix is here. He may be able to get a good setup with the Spectral Wall. Flashes onto top of Pyrosis, but he's followed by the Scatter of the Week. Cisco's looking to try to get a kill, and he does secure it thanks to the force of will.
Really, really good play.
Gourmet Cookies is setting up. Looking too big as some of the minions crash under tower.
Cookies is doing a really good job of breaking around passive, but again, the Q true damage is really tough to deal with, especially with passive stacks on it.
Tactical sweep goes out, but he just misses as the Searing Charge knocks him up, and followed by Bell's Breath. It's quite a bit of damage, but here's Cisco trying to look for something. Scatter of the Week goes wide as the tower shot is shot out at Cisco.
Early ignite with only one minion on.
Oh, Heiko's here, but so is Gix. Spectral Ball hits. Boy, Elite gets him out in safety, but the Heartbreaker goes at Heiko. Oh no, Gix misses him. Heiko flashes and tastes his fears on top of Cisco, and that's going to be a return kill over to Kazik. Here comes the solid forward shot. Hits on top of his target on Local Poke, followed by a Searing Charge. Heiko gets another kill with this good old Taste Their Fear, bringing him to 3 kills. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight, Pyrosis with the Chains of Corruption secures Gix. Absolutely blown up as Seeker's forced to run away. He doesn't have enough movement speed to get out of there. As Heiko's looking to push, here comes Roblin. Roblin's forced to jump in with the rocket jump. He's just going to keep blasting Heiko. The leap misses and the buster shot secures the kill. Goblin gets a pretty important shutdown as he looks to try to catch off Pyrosis here. Awkward Prison just goes wide as Distortion comes out, but Asteria's been free-forming bot side for quite a bit. He's finally caught up on gold, or CS, from Goblin.
Duality.
Scatter of the Week lands. There's quite a few passive charges for Cisco, but it's not going to be enough damage. Sunshine Beast is taking. Okay.
The duality of Heiko in that top side. Oh my goodness.
Sunshine Beast goes down. 3 tower shots too many. The Scatter of the Week goes on top of Asteria. It doesn't look like there's going to be a follow-up kill with it. A lot of weird deaths happening. Bell's Breath lands as the hook shot goes out. Trying to kick him out of the Bell's Breath. Goblin is taking out Heiko. This dude got bored or something as Heiko goes for a 1-for-1 under tower of Goblin.
And Goblin was the one that secured Heiko's. Oh my goodness, Cisco!
What talent plays?
1-for-1 there too.
Yeah, but it's a.
Ball now.
You know, these are the fun combats you want to see in all these League of Legends games. But it's also so like, why are we dying there? You know?
We didn't really get an opportunity to talk a whole lot about what had happened in that top jungle there. Heiko then dives under tower to kill Goblin, 1-for-1 there. Cisco dives under tower to kill Asteria, 1-for-1 there. It's a lot of fist fighting.
I think both teams just want to make sure they get ahead, and gold was. It's pretty neck and neck right now. Teal guys are only up by 200, and Heiko's looking to secure this dragon over for Marmy's fan club.
They're about to be dead even once they secure this dragon. But you see Cisco and the Nami walking down. Pyrosis is looking to leave the ground on Goblin. Some big damage. And it, oh,
Goblin is just able to live. The Pyrosis thought that the Chains of Corruption would be just enough to kill Goblin, but thanks to
They're not
Nami's
done
ebb and
yet.
flow, he's able to heal just yet. But Heiko is going to be pinching them. Goblin's going to be in a really bad way. It's the living artillery secures the kill of Goblin. Asteria finally on the board. And he's going to be taking tower for Pyrosis and secure the kill on Seeker.
Man, Marmy's fan club playing a great early game. Or great into the mid game here.
He's a great early game.
Oh,
Oh, the Force God goes down, followed by the Bell's Breath. Camille is unable to run out of it in time. And Gourmet Cookies gets another solo kill on Loco Poco. This is not what you want to be seeing on your Camille.
I mean, this. You look back at game 1, Cookies was doing a little bit of bullying on the Gragas, and I mean, I'm not sure if the Camille was maybe an ego.
Hold your Bell's Breath as Cisco's here to try to secure and kill Gourmet Cookies. Fortunately, the Searing Charge hits the tower somehow. Scatter of the Weak is still on cooldown, but Cisco should just have enough movements to be able to chase those kicks. Is ready to turn well. Unleashed Power finally does enough damage to Gourmet Cookies, followed by a Force of Will. That's going to be another kill over to Cisco as he looks to siege mid now. There's only so much happening around the map at one time. One-for-one trades keep going everywhere.
I mean, you do have Herald Storm. That's 50 seconds, 45 seconds. Oh, Loco jumping on Pyrosis. Ult comes out.
Oh, he picks the right one.
He does.
I would have gotten faked out by that too, to be honest. Maybe he saw like a precision protocol, or not precision protocol, but his adaptive defense is cool on that.
Maybe.
We might have to go back to the tapes to figure it out, or Loco just got lucky. Or maybe he's skilled, who knows? With that being said, we do have Heiko and Gourmet Cookies running as soon as possible to the bot lane. I'm not sure Loco Poco's going to be able to get out of it, as Heiko uses the Void Assault to try to catch out Loco, using the invisibility and military to catch him out. Tactical sweep slows, but I don't think it's enough. Gourmet Cookies flash, Searing charges a knock of Loco Poco. There's going to be another kill over to Heiko, but the rest of the chill guys are ready to come to chase. Pyrosis is TPing to this play. If they don't kill Heiko here, it's not going to be really difficult. Cisco secures a kill for kill guys, and Gix is able to transform into Pyrosis, and now he's transformed into the block. Searing charge comes out to knock off Gix, but it's not going to be enough. And another Heartbreaker comes out, followed by Explosive Charge. That's a double kill, running over to Gix, and then 3 kills for Chill Guys.
My
And they're
goodness.
finally back in the gold lead.
You had flashes come out from Heiko, Ix, who else had burnt flash there? Gourmet Cookies. They wanted to get that secured so that all for nothing.
Now we do have Hysteria slowly scaling up. He does have the Rage Blade, and I think he's gonna go for Tarnish and Pork after this. So yeah, the pickaxe would mean Pork. So he's gonna be pretty scary. If we thought the Vayne was bad, the Kog'Maw's gonna be even worse to deal with.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, they have the tools to get onto Asteria with the Camille and the Viego, but I mean, the Gourmet Cookies peel is going to be really hard to get through. Worry
Camille,
about the
you
deposit.
may see a fight at the top side for these flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Echo's just gonna go back to Mario, but we do have Camille, Loco. We have Loco, Goblin, and Seeker trying to look for this Kha'Zix now. They spot him on the walls. He's probably going to leap around. Hookshot goes out, followed by the Hex Eliminator, but the point is up prevents them from doing any work. Tidal Wave hits everyone there, but it's just not enough damage. Oh, the Forge God comes out from in nowhere. Not even going to kill. TP comes out as Cisco tries to come out for the fight. Heiko is on top of Seeker. Seeker forced the flashes. Evolved Spike Rack does so much slow. They might try to look for Trader since he's doing a lot of damage thanks to the evolved Dark Spheres, but I don't know. This is a fight on Rift here. I didn't think would happen. This Goblin is looking to shove mid wave and is forced off towards the Dragon.
He's still walking through the bot jungle here. He's going to put his back right by the base. He's going to find him. You have the mountains right up. Marmy's fan club.
Probably giving it though, as Gibbs was clearing his red buff. Ideally, he would be going to trade for Brimfro at this point, but it's a good enough amount of vision for them to actually spot Diego and the rest of the team on it. You do have Heiko playing Raptors, so whether or not he's using it to heal or if he's just giving it, he's probably giving it considering the rest of the team is posturing towards bots.
Probably on the bot side here.
With that being said, Otacon is spawning in a minute, and Goblin uses the rocket jump to get over the Raptors, and Heiko unable to mark him with his gold spike rush. It's gonna be a little difficult for them to start playing these fights now.
Yeah, you do have the Camille with teleport. You do not have Cookies with teleport. So he is going to get that wave pushed in and back. Hopefully make his way up to Otacon. And this is going to be where our next big team fight's going to be happening.
Camille is clearing that bot wave, but he knows that because of his TP, he will be able to respond to any Otacon plays. As Otacon is going to be spawning in the next 15 to 10 seconds. I don't really know the timer, unfortunately. But it is the Ruinous Otacon this time, so it's going to be extra epic monster bonuses and flowers. Hysteria is inching his way forward, trying to bait something, but I don't know if they have enough vision for him to be doing that. Actually, they do spot Cisco with the ward. Sky the weak hits Hysteria, but here comes Heiko to respond with a leap and a Vol Spike Rack. Unable to do enough damage with the... yeah, I can't even talk right now because there's so much happening as Geek's getting chucked out by the Arcane Barrage. There we go. Meanwhile, bot side Gourmet Cookie is just going to take a free trade from Loco Poco as a Precision Protocol true damage chunks him down to 75% HP. They really want to play for this tower, and Gourmet Cookies probably won't be able to hold it now. Bella's Breath is just best to try to clear it. Now, Heal Guys doesn't have flashes up for Seeker, Goblin, and Cisco. So if any of them get caught by either Heiko or Pyrosis, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to continue playing that fight.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Loco actually burned TP to get back to bot lane.
Uh-oh.
So Ornn, I mean, here in probably about 45 seconds, Ornn will have TP advantage, and if they stall out this fight to Otacon, we'll see who comes
Gourmet
out.
Cookie's doing his absolute best to zone the tower, or the minions away.
A little bit
But
of
thanks to
trouble
Grubs, the tower does down.
Good
Force the
flash.
flash over the wall as special maul hits. Meanwhile, topside, Pyrosis gets hit by the chain, Scatter of the Weak. But thanks to the Chains of Corruption, he's stunned up because
no
there's
flash
so much
here.
damage. He's got to pick the right one. Distortion hits and is unable to trade any damage as Pyrosis and Heiko are here to catch the kill. The Chains of Corruption goes up on Cisco with another Scatter of the Weak trades 1-for-1 on Pyrosis. Probably not what he was expecting. I mean, bot side, Herald charges in. Loco Poco is doing a lot of tower damage. His Call of the Forge God is forced off. And he lands it on Loco Poco, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He does save the tower with it, but he's not going to be able to win the 1v2 here. Seeker's actually going to be here. It's probably going to be a 1v3 to continue. And Goblin, free hitting mid lane.
Oh goodness, it fell apart really quickly. 3k
This is
gold
a-
enough for Chill Guys.
Yeah. Bella's Breath lands on top of Loco Poco. That's a lot of damage, but Gix is here to respond, and so is Seeker. They might just dive him here.
I mean, the superior cross-map play. I mean, Heiko's soloing Otacon, but I mean, you lose Pyrosis just for killing Cisco, but you also lose your almost tier 2 bot and tier 2 mid for that. So, I mean, drawing attention away, I guess, not too bad. Heiko's going to be able to get a pretty hefty XP buff for the team.
Yeah, that is a lot of flowers. I think that's like 22. I'm just going to say 22. But considering that they were behind, the flowers will provide a little bit of extra bonus XP. And Gix might be in trouble here as a double Chains of Corruption CC him for super long. Exhaust comes out as Hysteria gets a shutdown here. Meanwhile, topside Cisco's getting caught up by Heiko. Another Darkspear would have done the job, but Heiko gets it with a Taste Spear. Loco Poco does his best to use the Hextech Ultimatum to try to block with Hysteria, but Hysteria is huge. And Kog'Maw's finally online, guys. This is not what you want to see from Chill, guys, as it's getting super difficult. Hysteria is also getting an ornament. That should be an upgraded Rage Blade, yeah. It's gonna be so many stats as Now Roblin's not going to be able to 1v1 trade against Kog'Maw anymore. So this is going to be pretty difficult between both of them and figuring out who's going to do what. But if this game keeps going out, like,
Another
I'm
draft
fairly
pick
certain
on
Marmy's
Marmy's
fan
fan
club just
club too.
outscales them.
Yeah.
Pyrosis does his best to try to lock up Seeker and is forced to flash away. Chains of Corruption isn't able to stay on top of him. And Marmy fan club just get this third Drake. And they look to threaten for Soul Point next time in 5 minutes.
Dead even in gold, but I would say superior map control coming from Marmy's fan club now at this point with the threat of pretty much being able to pick off anybody with the speed of the Kog'Maw. Anybody out of position for even a second is going to die pretty quickly.
I will note that Yix doesn't have completed boots. I thought he would have gone from Merc Treads at this point, considering of how annoying the CC has been from Gourmet Cookies and Pyrosis. Speak to Pyrosis, oh my god, he half health Local Poke with 2 abilities. You know, Briss, if you're playing top lane still, you wouldn't be blown up by that. Speaking of being blown up, Tidal Wave comes out as they try to look for Heiko and Sunshine. Sunshine is forced to flash away to prevent the reset for Goblin. As they're probably going to get pinched here. Asteria is immediately Buster Shot away as Pyrosis just does his best to combo. Root is landed on top of Goblin. Chains of Corruption secures. And Gix gets a Heartbreaker. Secures Sunshine, but I'm not sure you want to turn into Lulu at this point. As he does his best to try to get Asteria. Asteria goes down. There's a 1-for-1 trade. But Heiko, triple kill, looking for a Quadra on top of Cisco. Flashes in as he gets a slow from Taste of Fear.
Oh my goodness.
What the
man.
Storm Surge Dark Sphere from Cisco blows him up.
I mean, you saw it there. I mean, Chill Guys had a really good look at picking off Heiko and Sunshine, but Lulu ult knocks him up. They're able to get away, but a really quick turn and a good ult from Ornn, I mean, allowed them to secure Goblin extremely quick because the Kog'Maw damage is just out of this world.
Yeah, but unfortunately they weren't able to kill Viego off in time. The exhaust was not on cooldown, or off cooldown rather. So Gix was able to get the shutdown on Asteria. I'm pretty sure that was like 600 gold at least.
Yeah, 500 or 600 gold for sure.
Now, Bristy, in the viewpoint of both teams, what do you think their game plan is here to secure the next fight? How should they be playing the map?
Good question. Well, I think that you're gonna need Ornn because with the lack of frontline, I don't think that Heiko is going to be able to successfully get into the backline of Goblin and Cisco very easy. I mean, we saw that with Storm Surge, Cisco has the ability to blow Heiko up immediately. And I don't think the Lulu alone is going to be able to save that, so they do need the Ornn to be there with them. Now, they're losing a lot of jungle control on the top side, but, I mean, with Camille pushing these sideways, it's really, really hard because nobody else is going to be able to compete with that. You have an engaged Gix onto Asteria, but Asteria's doing so much damage.
Asteria and Goblin both get 1 kill as the ADCs are going crazy. Siri Charge lands on top of Seeker, and Heiko secures the kill there. The local Poke is doing his best to absolutely blow him up. The Syndra ulti secures the kill on top of Heiko, and it's a 3-for-3 trade once again, but this time Marmy's fan club is super healthy. Even with the unleashed power, it's just not enough to blow up anyone else. Ornn is getting super tanky, and if local Poco dies, there's not really anyone that can deal with Gourmet Cookies right now.
Yeah, no,
Another ornament goes out
really,
for LeBlanc.
really, really good teleport by the Ornn. I mean, like I said, it's Heiko immediately died. I think Asteria played that really, really well, even with the Viego on top of his head the whole time. Was able to at least take one with him when he died, but without Ornn there, I think Chill Guys, they just sweep that fight.
Maybe they heard your stream and they said, hey, you know what, we hear that we should put Ornn next to him, and they put Ornn next to him. Alright, that's -3 for Gourmet Cookies. I don't know how you missed those minions. But
You have
TP comes out from Loco Poco. They want it. He's getting mad. He wants this gourmet cookies guy dead. Hookshot goes over the
oh,
walls.
that's
Maybe tries to look for something, but that's so much damage.
questionable.
There's another call. The Forge God lands on top of Loco Poco, hits 2 people, and that's 1 kill over. But Goblin is in the backline as well. It trades a kill. Hysteria may have killed Gix. Goblin is doing negative damage on Ord because he doesn't have any armor shred. The Searing Charge goes over to get the wall, but a double. Was that a Scout of the Weeks? Yeah, Scout of the Weeks on both players there. And Goblin is just super low. Pyrosis with double distortion
really
gets
well.
blown up by Unleashed Will. Oh my god, everyone's. This is a bloodbath. Searing Charge goes on top with Cisco. As Gourmet Cookies tries to look for something, Goblin hops over the wall. The blast comes. Made and say Gourmet Cookies. Never mind. Lethal Tempo is blasting him. Heiko jumps in and. Oh my god, wait, that was so much damage. Heiko might be in an angle to kill both of these players right now. Heiko's running out. Uses the leap. Secures the kill on Seeker. Seeker, you can't be there, buddy. It's a Fed Kha'Zix.
Honestly, I thought that was going to go way worse. But the kiteability out of the Tristana and the Syndra was huge. I mean, you're able to secure 2 additional kills in a position that I don't think you had any business securing kills, and really, really questionable force by Loco to to get over the wall there. But
speaking of questionable force again, both players are here. Blue team does get the dragon, which means it is Earth's soul for Marmy's fan club. And Hysteria is running these guys down. Heiko flashes to try to get Goblin. But the Living Artillery is going to be able to catch up, followed by Lulu and the Distortions. Kill secured for LeBlanc. And that's... Oh my god, that was an ace.
that's insanity. A couple really questionable back-to-back engages. I mean, the TP into River just to jump the Raptor wall into Pyrosis and Asteria was odd. And then to jump right back in on Heiko on Dragon is really tough. This Kog'Maw's massive.
That might have been a budget Hashinshin now that I think about it. You're aware of what a Hashinshin is, right, Christy?
Nope.
Okay, so there's a very famous clip where, like level 2 or something, he dies to his laner, top lane. He TPs immediately after it, and the laner kills him immediately too. So he goes 0-2 in like a minute, and that's what we call a Shinshin.
Nice.
It's just like, you go gray screen, you TP back, and you go back to gray screen.
So yeah, I mean, the question at the beginning of the game was how this performance by Heiko is going to go, and I'd say so far, so good. I do think the swap from Vayne to Kog'Maw was also a great pick. Asteria's out of his mind right now.
Yeah, he is at 200 CS right now. He's at 3 items with the upgraded boots. I'm not sure he's going to be able to kill him. Like, you have to have Camille and Viego to, like, jump at him.
Yep.
But as soon as you jump into him, who's going to stop Heiko from blowing up your backline, too?
Mm-hmm. The superior assassin, I mean, right now is the Kha'Zix, and like I said, fighting through that Ornn utility is going to be really tough to do.
Chill guys are going to have to do their best to try to turtle this Baron right now because they're quite behind on gold now. Although I don't really know what Marty's fan club can do at the moment. As Aqua Prison and Spectral Maul try to hit Pyrosis, but he spawns back immediately. The Evolved Spike Rack is not doing as much damage as I thought, but it's also slowing them for quite a bit. And that's it being nerfed too. It used to be like 80%, now it's at like 60. Cisco solo holding into Asteria and Sunshine as Scout of the Week doesn't do as much damage.
Half his health bar.
Spectral Maw does hit Heiko, but unfortunately he's going like a very... That is such a takey Kha'Zix. Oh my god, wait, hold on, look at his build. How do you kill him?
just looking to apply pressures to both lanes. I mean, mid and hip towers just went down right there. Looks like they're
Seeker's
just
taken
bugging.
immediately to 30% HP to a Pyrosis, Sigil Malice Distortion, and Chains of Corruption combo. I'm not sure you want to be up there still, buddy. Gourmet Cookies is shoving his wave in as fast as possible. They want to break this out tower now. As another fight goes out, Tidal Wave hits too, but it's not able to get a kill. As Hysteria
Hype is
finishes
still
off Shatana,
alive.
followed by Vex or Gix. And, oh my god, there's so much damage going on. Hysteria might be able to just sweep everyone. It's 4 for nothing.
Tycho walked up to Goblin and just tanked all that damage, and he's still living.
This might be game over. Is
Could be
this
that
game
way.
over?
30-second timers on everybody but Seeker.
Flash Searing Charge
Oh.
from Gourmet Cook is unable to get the Seeker as Marnie's fan club looks to lock out this game.
Wow, wow, wow. Marmy's fan club really flipped the script in game 3. That was a pretty one-sided match. Up post 10 minutes. I think both teams played great early games throughout the series, but when it came down to it, the mid and late game was really well played by Marmy's fan club in both game 1 and game 2, or game 3, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of these games have been, or not both of these games, all of these games in the series have been pretty banger. Like, game 1 definitely fell very back and forth when MFC was able to crawl up from a pretty reasonable deficit and secure the lead win, while CG managed a dominating performance in game 2. But unfortunately, with how the draft ended up for game 3, MFC just pulled ahead and they were able to get the win. Asteria finally got online, LeBlanc got a lot of good kills, and Heiko finally showing his stuff on a very mobile dive champion.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, we're going to wrap up the stream here. Just a reminder that we still have the signups available for the Aegis Esports and Summit Esports 1v1 tournament for $100. It's free to enter. I don't have the form on me, but it's pinned on the stream if you want to sign up there. I believe it's sometime in February, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, February 21st. Uh, Sign up if you want to try to win some money, and maybe put your pride and ego on the line as the best 1v1 player in both servers. But yeah, this has been Gargoomba, and I'm glad to have been with Brissy here. And we'll
Yes.
see you next time.
Bye.